Hey there everybody, Mental Fox here with another bonus episode of The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine DLC. Thanks for joining me again. We're supposed to go to the laundry, which I guess is actually beneath us, so we need to go, I guess, down these stairs here to get to said laundry. The quest we're doing is called Burlap is the New Stripe. I'm sure that you watched the last episode, so you know how we ended up here. How far Geralt has fallen. But you know, he deserved it, man. He stole the Duchess's sister away from her and ended up getting her killed. Pick up the dirty clothes. Pick up the soap.
I'll see to the suds and water.
Okay, let's see here. Gotta pick up some dirty clothes. Oh, what's this? Soap. Okay, he picked up the soap. You hear the guy whistle at him. Oh, man. Funny stuff. Use. Huh? Item needed to complete a quest. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we'll come back to that. What's up with that? Oh, maybe that's where we put the clothes. Where are the freaking piles of clothes? Oh, here's something over here. Is this a pile of clothes? Loot. Dirty clothes. Loot. Dirty clothes. It puts the soap and the clothes in the wash tub, or it gets the hose. Use. Clothes. Soap.
Take the stick and stir the rags. Water's almost boiled.
Pick up the stick. This is some gripping stuff right here. Got me a stick. Wash the clothes. Come on, Geralt. Wash those clothes, buddy. Come on now. You know how to wash clothes. With your invisible stick. Washing clothes with an invisible stick. That's great. Oh, come on, Geralt. You act like you're tired or something. Little bubbles flying off. That's kind of a nice touch.
Who have we here?
Uh-oh.
The
Oh.
guardian of gutter snipes locked in the clink. How did that happen?
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Back off. I'm busy.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
Oh, yeah. Remember that?
You go ahead and cheat. I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
Boo-hoo. He left you all alone.
Stand down and piss off. Let's try this.
Worry about yourselves. Tried me once already, remember? Didn't work out well, for as I recall. Why tempt fate?
We're changed men. Prison does that to you.
And you're the one who put us here.
Oh, we've been dreaming of this. A miracle by which you would land in here. And voila! Sometimes dreams do come true.
Alright. Well, let's, you know, we have abilities. Like I said, they can't take those away from us, so let's use them.
Come on. Be constructive. Make yourselves useful.
Yes, we should see to the wash, or they'll put us in confinement.
Hey, the mutant's trying charms on us. Can't you see? Your tricks won't work here, lad. You cannot mesmerize all three of us at once. Grab yourselves washboards, boys.
Okay, well maybe we only have to fight one or two of them instead of all three. Oh, at least we have a stick. We have a stick. It helps us whip up on these guys. Alright, he's down. Next. Oh man, he got a good hit off on us, but that's okay. This stick does a lot of freaking damage. Well, when it's not being deflected. Jerks. Ooh, blood.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm not asking you, but the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
Geralt nodded
You
his head.
slipped on soap.
Lots of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots brutes. Solitary for the lot of you. You'll have ample time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
Didn't do anything to deserve solitary.
Shut it. Milton was my cousin. You let him die. Was the Duchess's coin not enough? Did you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchess's sister, too late then too? Were it up to me, you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
Boy, things are not going well for Geralt. He is a hated man. He is hated.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too?
Well, that is dark.
Bet you're thinking about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside. Nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Yep, I'm that lout.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
To what?
To shut it. What am I, the town crier? Hands behind your back.
See you later, Stefan.
Now let's go, and no funny business.
Well, he said no funny business, so I guess I won't do any funny business. Oh, I'm using my Witcher senses. Let's see if there's any new text for this quest. There's not. No new text. Hey, dude, what's up? Well, he's not even going to talk to us. What's going on over here? Locked.
Get ready. Soon all your problems will be solved, once and for all.
Alright, I'm not really sure what you mean by
Do
that.
you know where this leads?
No. Hope it's the exit, though.
You guessed it. The thing is, there are different kinds of exits. Some walk this path to freedom. Others walk it straight into eternity.
Which am I headed for?
I don't know. Yet one thing is certain. You will never walk this path again.
Just seeing if there's anything interesting.
Mark Dubois, you are hereby judged guilty of trampling Alice Valref, the cupbearer's wife, while on horseback. The woman's condition is critical.
It was an accident. I was riding fast through, but she jumped out in front of me.
In light of the above, there can be but one sentence. Death by decapitation.
No, I didn't do anything! Help! There must be witnesses!
Off with his head.
Sheesh.
Paul, the Witcher, take him to the tower. That's an order.
An order's an order. Guess you're not next after all. Follow me. You're supposed to follow me.
Why do you make me watch that execution?
So you'd know this is no almshouse for lost orphan boys.
Wanted me to think I was next. Enjoy that? Getting a rise out of folk?
You guessed it. The harlots' hounds that land here, I detest them. So I do everything in my power so they'll know they're in the clink, not on holiday.
Oh, don't worry. There's no confusion here. Hey, what's up?
What's the meaning of this? Well, Witcher,
Oh, I just thought I'd say hi.
we'll teach you discipline.
Oh, I thought I was being polite.
What's the meaning of this? Well, Witcher,
I'm going this way.
out of my way.
Out of my way.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
You're the one who's not calm. Oh, we can't go through that door. Doggone it. Alright, I guess we'll follow the guard.
Stop dragging your feet.
Stop dragging your feet. That was a good comeback, right?
I've brought the prisoners, sir.
Unbind him and leave us.
Aw.
Greetings, Witcher.
It's our buddy.
Your face doesn't look good. Though, it looked even worse last time I saw you.
I apply an arnica extract. I can hardly feel it anymore. But my scars pale in comparison to the fate Siana met with. The fate that was your doing. I trusted you. And how did you repay me? Consider it, Witcher. Why do you think the Duchessa had Siana hidden away to start with? Can you guess?
I'm sorry. Might not believe me, but couldn't have predicted that turn of events. Certainly never wanted that.
Enough. We shall speak of it no more.
Guess there's been a decision in my case.
Truly, is that all you care about? Your own hide?
My life, yeah, I care. I don't know. I think Geralt cares about some other things.
Not only. Also care how the Duchess feels, for example. And I hope that, unlike you, she doesn't blame this all on me.
A court heard your case, not Anna Henrietta. The facts are as follows. You were hired to kill the beast. Not only did you fail in that endeavor, but you also caused the death of our Duchessa's sister. Have I missed anything? I'll have you know that were it up to me, you would rot in our dungeon until your dying day.
Glad you didn't have the deciding vote then.
At any rate, I am not the best person to tell you what was decided in your matter. I'd say the man who worked hardest to tip the scales in your favor should.
What are you talking about? What man? Dandelion?
Sheesh, Geralt. You look like you've seen a ghost.
A ghost wouldn't have surprised me half this much, I promise you. What are you doing in Beauclair?
Officially, visiting Henrietta. That is to say, the Duchess. We're old friends, but you know that. Unofficially, I'm saving your hiney.
You? You're a persona non grata in Toussaint. Undesirable.
Didn't stop me from risking my skin for you. In my book, friendship is all that matters. Well, friendship and love. And art. Oh, and wine.
Oh, this is awesome. It's interesting, though, to me. Earlier when I let Detloff go, I was talking about I didn't know what the future consequences would be, but at least we got that little bit of dialogue there where Damien was like, man, you were hired to kill the Beast of Beauclair. You didn't even do that. So obviously there would have been different dialogue there had I gone ahead and fought Detloff and beat him in this this alternate ending of the game. But that didn't happen. I really like Dandelion. I liked him in the first game, and I liked our interactions with him in this third game, so it's pretty exciting to see him here.
How'd you even know I was in prison?
Regis came to see me right after they locked you up. I mean, Regis, right? Can you believe that? To come back after... Amazing. He told me everything, and naturally, I couldn't possibly leave you to rot in there.
Take it I'm free thanks to you. How'd you manage it?
Oh, I have my ways. Took a little persuasive logic, blended in some deft rhetoric, then added a generous pinch of charm, and voila, you're free. But just so you know, it wasn't easy. In fact, it was pretty damn hard. Duchess was so furious, I think she even forgot she'd banished me from Beauclair. For life. All she could do was scream that you'd never set foot outside that dungeon again.
How'd you get her to take a fresh look at things?
I appealed to the faultless intentions that guided you, to your reputation, your accomplishments, and, well, ultimately she changed her mind, and you're free. Never wants to see you again, but even got her to leave your vineyard with you.
Whoa.
You won't get a copper of your promised reward, but you'll keep your estate.
Dandelion, you're a regular master of diplomacy. Thanks.
Listen, you do whatever needs doing, but I've got to get to the cemetery. Henrietta's in bad shape with Siana dead. Some folk forget that under the ducal regalia, she's just an ordinary woman who's lost a loved one.
How's Priscilla doing?
Been meaning to ask you, how's Priscilla?
All right. Recovering steadily from the horror she's been through.
So, you two, you're still...
Of course we are. How could you even think it was otherwise?
No idea. Just within the realm of possibilities. But please be careful not to lead Anna Henrietta on. Suggest you've come here for any reason beyond getting me out of my predicament.
The bond between the Duchess and myself is one of pure friendship, nothing more. Now, off to console a friend in need.
All right. See you later.
See you, Geralt.
Wow, are we really free?
Off we go. You'll collect your things at the door.
Whoa, this is weird. Follow the guard to the exit. Huh. What's weird is that, so I looked on like a wiki to see what the other endings were, if there were any, and that's how I found out about this ending. And what I read was that we had to escape the prison. I didn't know that this happened. Of course, something bad could still happen. We may still have to escape, but I did not know that this happened. What a wonderful surprise seeing Dandelion. And it's so neat because Dandelion gets to save Geralt's hide here. I mean, big time. The whole thing, though, with Geralt being able to keep the vineyard, I mean, come on, that would never happen. That's kind of ridiculous. But I guess they had to do that to make all of the different endings, you know, kind of meet at the same point, you know, because after all this happens, you know, we'll end up back at the vineyard where we have the final scene in the game. So I will allow it. So we're supposed to follow the guard to the exit, but you know, I do like to look around, and here's something right here. Florins and a formula for brown armor dye. Well, that's not very exciting. I was kind of hoping to find some kind of like juicy note or journal or something like that. Don't ask me where Geralt is pocketing this stuff that he's picking up. But I'm picking stuff up. There's probably really no reason to, but old habits die hard. Oh, okay. Well, this doesn't go anywhere. I was going to go upstairs and see if there's anything cool for us up there, but there's no way to get up there from there. So, we will follow the guard to the exit then, and we'll see what happens if they really do let us go free. This is weird. I mean, it really does make me wonder. Maybe I shouldn't do that right in front of these guys. It really does make me wonder why I read that Geralt had to escape from the prison. But like I said, maybe he still will have to escape. Oh, there's like there's some cheese here. I'm not gonna pick it up. I was looking to see if there's any notes or anything interesting that we could read. So somebody's cell here. Somebody's cell here. I mean, one of these might have been Geralt's. I don't know. Oh, this is all one big giant cell. Oh, that's pretty nice, really. Of course, it looks like you have to share it with somebody else. 2 cots there. What's going on here? That looks suspicious, doesn't it? That's just some Brionia. What's up? I'm gonna go that way. I guess we can't. Geralt's taking his sweet time following this guard, huh? Boy, he's taking us right to the exit.
Open the gate. Your things are past the first gate. Take them, leave them. I don't really give a fig.
Alright, retrieve your things from the chest, he says. This is so bizarre. Okay, goodbye. We know he spent at least 7 days here. Ooh. Oh, is this the chest? Oh, this is all of our stuff, man. All of our stuff is in here. Up. Geralt climbs on top of that. I just want to see if I can get through that door. And we're free to go. Okay. Wow. Boy, Dandelion, he is quite the diplomat. Geralt's actually got a little bit of a grin on his face.
Don't smile so wide. Someone's liable to see. Could mean trouble.
I can't help myself. Just so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, my vampire friend. Thanks for getting Dandelion to come out.
It was nothing. True, he was not at first terribly eager to face the Duchess, but I managed to persuade him his person was indispensable.
Well played. Dandelion loves being indispensable.
Yet he so rarely is, poor man.
So, how are things?
What did you do while
While you vegetated in that correctional facility, I used the time to think. Wish to know what I thought about?
Course.
The relationship between two numbers. Dettlaff's 4 victims and the 5 chivalric virtues. As you've no doubt noted, there's a difference of 1.
Mean to tell me, after all we've figured out, that you now believe in the whole 5 virtues punished theory?
Belief's got nothing to do with it. It's cold logic, deduction. Syanna went to great lengths to make folk believe the beast was punishing those who betrayed the virtues. Were I in her shoes, I'd make sure the number of victims matched. Are you not at all curious who was meant to be the 5th?
If I say yes, what then?
Then you'll come with me for another chat with the bootblack. You see, I've learned he delivered the notes to Dettlaff. Our search starts with him.
Wow. Huh. How about this? Well, now I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen here. Henrietta said she did not want to see Geralt ever again, but what if we find proof that Syanna was going to kill her? Will that change anything? Well, let's see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to have to imagine that the meeting with the bootblack will be the same that we saw in my original playthrough, and that the meeting at the the hermit's place where we get the note is going to be the same. So I'll most probably cut those out here unless something's different, but I don't think it will be. And then I will resume after that. So I'm going to go ahead and say, fine, let's go.
Fine, see what he has to say. Could use a good walk, work out the kinks if nothing else.
Come then.
Alright, so we're going to go here, and like I said, this will probably be the same, so I'll cut this out and resume when we have a choice of what to do with the information that we gather.
Oh, it's the chap with the swords. Sir, you look like some beast ate you up then spat you out. Are you here for a spiffing? Boots make the man, they say. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Not wearing boots just now, but guess I could pull a pair on.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean soles. A fine slogan.
Why would Syanna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All those make sense, and none are mutually exclusive.
So, you know, now we get to say the Duchess is safe now, luckily, since Syanna's dead.
Can only guess what drove Syanna. Luckily, Anna Henrietta is safe now.
I believe we may dare to assume so. Syanna's death was also the death of the Duchess's only natural rival. She is in no danger, for now.
Pretty rare thing for a ruler.
So what now?
What do we do now?
Now we drink. Unless, that is, you feel a witchly duty to see the Duchess and tell her what we just learned.
Wow. Yeah, man. Let's go talk to her. Let's see how this goes.
Think this might be something Anna Henrietta should know.
As you wish. I shall await you at Mare la Chaiselongue. A mug of mandrake brew to keep me company.
Not coming with?
No. After the horror Dettlaff brought down upon the city, and in light of Syanna's death, I think it wiser not to appear at the palace.
Probably right. See you later then.
Before heading to the palace, you might wish to see if Anna Henrietta is not at the city cemetery. She spent a great deal of time at her sister's grave these last days.
Okay. Oh wow, we're still in that quest called Burlap is the New Stripe. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow, look at all this text they threw in here all of a sudden. Who knows what might have happened to the Witcher had not our mutual friend Regis demonstrated such clarity of mind. He did the sole responsible thing under the circumstances and sent for yours truly. Immediately and without hesitating for even a moment to think that my life too could be in danger, I laughed because we heard that Regis said that originally Dandelion was not too thrilled to meet up with Anna Henrietta. I mounted my steed and rode post-haste to Toussaint. Luckily, I managed to convince Anna Henrietta, that is to say, her illustrious highness, to spare Geralt's life and restore his freedom. The Witcher, saved through my efforts, was reunited with Regis. The vampire awaited him at the prison gate, only to draw him into another misadventure. For Regis had been unable to rid himself of a thought. Namely, he believed Sienna had planned 5 murders from the start. He was tormented and wished to know the identity of the 5th intended victim. He suggested to Geralt that they investigate the matter to its end. They first sought out the bootblack. The boy directed them to a poorhouse. It was there they learned Sienna had indeed planned 5 murders, all to wreak vengeance upon those who had caused her to be banished from the court and the ducal palace. The final victim was to have been her very own sister, Duchess Anna Henrietta. So now we are going to go see if we can tell Anna Henrietta about our last contract here. I wanted to look in here at, let's see, the note. Where is it? The note actually, yeah, revealing the 5th victim here. This time you must see to our Duchessa. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. This shard of ice you must tear from her breast. Yet first you must snap her neck quickly and to effect. Once that is done, Rena shall go free. I may have read that before, but I'm not sure. Well, we're supposed to go tell Anna Henrietta about our last contract. And we look at the map here, we'll see that she is down here in the cemetery. So I'm just going to run to this fast travel point right here. Yeah, I know. And then fast travel over to the cemetery, where we will talk with Anna Henrietta. We'll see what happens. It should be interesting to see how she reacts to seeing Geralt, because she was like, dude, I do not want to see you anymore. So go here to this fast travel point, and we will fast travel to here, to Matina Gate. And right as I was clicking that, I do believe I saw something interesting. Yeah, there's a quest here. Check this out. Okay. Well, you know darn well I'm going to go see what it is, so we're going to run on past Anna Henrietta here, and we're going to go see what the heck this quest is. Kind of strange picking up a quest this late in the game, but I must go check it out. Actually, I need to mark it so I know where the heck I'm going. Kind of straight ahead. Hello, why can't I mark it? There we go. Yeah, let's see what's up here.
Citizens, a plea from Her Illustrious Highness. The Ducal Chancellery is swarmed each day beyond capacity. Droves arrive to demand compensation for the damage wrought throughout the city by the vampire horde.
Once more,
All are henceforth asked to submit their pleas in writing. Written requests shall be dealt with in due course and in the order submitted. Scribes will be available for a part of each day to assist in the drafting of requests. However, scribes shall only do so for the clearly
dim-witted.
Sir Knight, beware of head crumbs. Removing your helmet once daily helps prevent ailments of the skull.
Alright. Well, that was interesting. A little bit of world building there. Am I going to gonna get to this quest. Gotta check it out, man. Gotta see what's up. And this gives us an excuse to run through Beauclair, and you know, we see people working on stuff. You know, people rebuilding the city. Nice tune, says Geralt. See, look at all these people working. It's kind of cool, huh? It's all very alive. Alright, where is this quest? We're getting close. Yeah, it's like boards lying around and... Yeah, sawhorses and stuff. What a nice touch. Neat.
It's a good thing. No two ways about it.
Okay. Quest is... it's Guillaume. Oh, man. Guillaume's not looking so good. Guillaume!
Guillaume, what are you doing here?
Leave me be. Without my Vivian, life has no meaning. You are the last to whom I wish to speak.
Well, he is not happy with us. Character entry updated. Guillaume. Character entry updated. Vivienne. Still got the exclamation mark next to him. Oh, it's gone now. So, Guillaume... Remember, he's the one who was in love with Vivienne. So, yeah, Geralt performed a ritual freeing Vivienne from the curse. She decided to travel abroad in order to enjoy the life she had left to the utmost. Guillaume felt like he had been rejected and drowned his sorrows in wine. Geralt tried to explain to him one cannot force love on anyone. And there was a little bit of an update with Vivienne too, apparently. Yeah, Guillaume tried to convince Vivienne he only wanted what was best for her, but she preferred to remain independent. She and Geralt conducted the ritual together, lifting the curse. Vivienne felt free for the first time in her life. She decided to make maximal use of the time remaining to her and set out to travel the world without Guillaume. Guillaume, this is what he's been reduced to, and he freaking hates Geralt now. So that was kind of cool to run into him again. Sad that he's so unhappy. I mean, that's kind of understandable, but, you know, after a while, dude, you just need to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get on with life. That's my advice for Guillaume. Alright, so we got a little bit of running to do here. To get back to Anna Henrietta here, I'm going to pick up the pace a bit. Do a bit of jogging through the city here, which you could see is still being rebuilt with a scaffolding there on the buildings. Very cool. Just the attention to detail. It's rather impressive. Really is. Oh, is this the wrong way to go? I mean, it's amazing to me, this attention to detail. I mean, how many people would actually run back through the city and see this? Not many. I didn't do it on my first two endings of the game. Alright. I'm going to hit an F5 here just in case something terrible happens. Save my game. And let's go over here to Sienna's grave and see what happens.
Geralt, why have you come? Forgotten already? The murderer you were to kill lives, while the Duchess's sister lies dead.
Wouldn't have come if I didn't have to. Promise you that. But I've learned something. Something that might interest Anna Henrietta.
Forgive me if I lend no credence to your word.
Found a letter Sienna wrote to the murderer.
Very well. You may enter. But I make no promises as regards the Duchessa. She mourns her sister in the ducal crypt. Viscount de Lettenhove is with her.
Viscount de Lettenhove.
Remember, my dear Henrietta.
Oh.
Despair is like a
Is
stormy
that Dandelion?
sea. Sooner or later, the sun must drive away the clouds.
That is easy for you to say. The one murdered was not your sister.
My life hasn't exactly been a bed of roses. True, my sister wasn't murdered. Don't even have a sister, actually, but many times I've lost. Unimportant.
Your Grace,
The impudence you must harbor to come in here after all that's happened.
Calm down. I'm sure Geralt's got a very good reason. Right, Geralt?
I didn't know that he was the Viscount de or whatever that guy said. I didn't know that. Look at the attention to detail again. She's wearing a black dress now. Oh, and I put Geralt's clothes back on, you could see. Let's see. Don't want to upset the Duchess. Got something to tell the Duchess about her sister. Well, I didn't come all this way not to upset her. We got something we got to tell her.
Before you start dumping accusations on me, I think you should know something. Sienna, she was a vicious, wicked woman.
Who are you to tell me who my own sister was?
I'm the man you hired to investigate the Beast of Beauclair. And I found a letter your sister wrote to the murderer.
Really? Maybe you should read it then. It could be important.
You read it, Dandelion, aloud to me.
This time you must see to our Duchessa. Anna Henrietta knows nothing of empathy. Her heart is cold. This shard of ice you must tear from her breast.
My sister could never have written that.
Got proof she did.
No. I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Someone seeks to blacken her in my eyes. I won't allow it.
There, Henrietta. Don't get upset.
The letter is vile. It's slander. You must destroy it. Do you hear? No one else must ever read it. Ever!
Consider it done.
And you, out! Get out of here! This is all you're doing! Begone, hear me! I never wish to see you again! I shall never believe she did this. She was not capable. This is an outrage, Dandelion. Tell him it's not true. Tell him it's a dirty lie.
Geralt, get out of here, please. The Duchess, she needs to be alone.
Well, that didn't go well. That did not go well,
As to
and
her
now...
enlightened
Oh, here we go.
highness didn't go great. Got the full kaleidoscope of her emotional states. Spun through it at an impressive pace, too.
Am I to understand she didn't throw her arms about you and shower you with thanks for saving her from her murderous sister?
Got that right. I don't blame her, though. Luckily, Dandelion was there to smooth things over. Somewhat.
As you know, I had little sympathy for Sienna. Nonetheless, I very much regret I could not keep her safe. To you, her ultimate fate, does it still bring on the occasional pang of regret?
Yeah. Still.
Well then. Drink up.
I believe that... I don't know if this is different or not. I seem like I remember asking him this question, but I don't know... I don't remember this for sure, so let's go ahead and listen here. This may be stuff we've already heard.
Always seemed a very complex creature to me, by your very nature. Not one to go in for simple methods like drinking your worries away.
I fear there are worries for which, quite simply, there is no other medicine.
Beauclair seems safe now, though I'm still left wondering. I mean, Detloff's alive. Think Anna Henrietta's still in danger?
No. He had a score to settle with Sienna. By his reckoning, he did just that. He has no reason to attack anyone else, or to remain in Beauclair any longer.
Sure hope so. Though in his boots, I'd regret having to go. Place is just plain beautiful, damn it.
supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
So in my first playthrough, I chose this one. And then when I did the alternate reality ending, I chose this one even though I didn't record it and share it with you guys. He still ended up at Corvo Bianco, so it didn't really make any difference. So I haven't chosen this one, so I'm going to go ahead and choose this one just to see what Geralt says.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. That first stain, Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
So I'm really curious to hear the answer to this, because in my main playthrough, in which both Anna Henrietta and Sienna died, and we killed Detlef, in that playthrough and in the second one, where both sisters lived but Detlef still died, Regis had to get out of town because he was like, you know, you can't kill a vampire, dude. You know, if you do that, you are persona non grata, and other vampires will come and hunt you down and try to kill you. So in the other two endings, Regis had to leave Toussaint, but he doesn't have to this time. This is actually the best ending for Regis, because since Detlef wasn't killed, Regis is free to stay here and do whatever he wants because he didn't break any vampire codes. So it'll be interesting to hear what Regis will do now. So let's ask him.
What about you now? Got a plan?
I do. I must find Detlef. Help him. I certainly owe him that much.
Vampire friendships. Clear rules. Must be nice.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
Not at all.
All right. Well, I do believe that there's nothing else here that's going to be different from our previous playthroughs, but let's go ahead and do this because it's a really nice ending here.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Geralt gives us a little smile there at the end. Well, I know I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. This is the end of The Witcher 3 for me. I don't think that there are any more endings. Yes, I know. I could go back and start the game over. Play out the quests in different ways. Probably find a lot of quests that I didn't find, although I tried to be pretty stinking thorough in this playthrough. I am quite sure that there are probably many quests that I missed, or quests that I simply didn't get the opportunity to play through because of the way I played the game. You know, I made this choice instead of this choice, stuff like that. But I do not have any intention of going back and starting the game over. So yes, I think I mean it this time. I think this is the end of The Witcher 3 for me. So we know of 3 endings. We know of the ending that I got in my main playthrough, which I consider, you know, my ending, because that's what I got, where sadly both Anna Henrietta and Sienna died. Detlef was killed. Regis had to leave Toussaint. And Geralt, well, Geralt ended happily ever after in Corvo Bianco with Yennefer. In the second ending that we saw, the one that I played in bonus episodes 1 through 4, or was it 1 through 5? I can't remember how many bonus episodes were there. There were 4, I think. In that ending, we brought Sienna to Detlef. Detlef tried to kill her, but through the use of the magic ribbon, she ended up back in the land of 1,000 fairy tales. And therefore, Anna Henrietta was none the wiser that we broke Sienna out of the palace, or out of the land of the 1,000 fairy tales. So she was not angry with Geralt, and Geralt did not go to prison, but we did still end up having to kill Detlef, which made Regis have to leave Toussaint. Both Anna Henrietta and Sienna lived, and again, Geralt retired happily at Corvo Bianco with Yennefer. And now here in this ending, well, Sienna, since she didn't have the ribbon, she got killed by Detlef, and I decided to let Detlef go just to see what would happen. And I'm glad I did, because it kind of opened up some different dialogue for us here. And it is also what I consider to be the best ending for Regis, because he doesn't have to leave Toussaint. He said he was just going to go find Detlef and try to help him. So a good ending for him. Maybe the worst ending for Geralt, and certainly the worst ending for Anna Henrietta. Maybe even worse than getting killed herself in a way. You know, because if you're dead, you're dead. But she's still alive, and her sister's dead, which is horrible to live with. Okay, I'm not saying that's worse than death. Death is worse, yes it is, but Anna Henrietta certainly doesn't feel that way right now. But so not the happier ending for Anna Henrietta, and certainly not the happier ending for Geralt, because he had to go to prison. And even though even though Dandelion negotiated his release, and even though he gets to stay at Corvo Bianco, he is no friend of the Duchess, and he better not cross her path. So, I mean, how could you really stay in Toussaint after that? Sure, he's got Corvo Bianco, and I imagine after these credits here, Geralt and Yennefer will, you know, meet up, and they'll talk about living happily ever after. I don't think that anything will change, but really, I don't see how Geralt can stay in Corvo Bianco after this. So that'll do it for the 3 different endings for The Witcher 3 DLC, Blood and Wine. Thank you guys so much for joining me and encouraging me to try out these different endings. I was excited to see that there was so much extra content that I missed in my first playthrough of the ending of the game. So thank you for encouraging me to do this, and thank you for joining me. Let me know that you have appreciated these couple extra bonus episodes by leaving me a like. Or some comments. Sure would appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Saying goodbye to the Witcher 3 world once again, and probably forever this time. Thanks for watching.